Hi, I'm Bailey, aka The Vegetarian Guide. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to stock your vegetarian pantry so that you can make a transition into vegetarian cooking that is easy and exciting. Let's get started. Stocking your pantry with some basics is going to make things really easy for you when you start cooking. When you look at your recipes, you're going to see all of a sudden that you have most of the things already in your cabinets or your refrigerator, and you just maybe need to supplement with some veggies here and there. If you always have a lot of these staples on hand, you're going to be able to mix and match and put them together to make a lot of different ingredients. Also, if you maybe haven't done your meal planning for the week, or you're looking for something to satisfy when you're really having a craving or you're really hungry, if you have all of these things on hand, you can whip up a whole bunch of different dishes really easily. And before we get started, be sure to grab my vegetarian pantry checklist inside the veg starter kit, which you can get in the links in the description below. The first staple of your vegetarian kitchen are going to be your grains. Now, when you're used to eating meat, you probably have your meat in the center of your plate as a star and some veggies around. But when you're eating vegetarian, grains are going to play a bigger role in a lot of your meals. I like to recommend that you get the mindset of having mixed up meals for most of your meals, where you're getting grains, veggies, and proteins all mixed up together. So therefore, grains are super important. They're the backbone of a lot of your dishes. Here are some of the grains that I recommend that you have in your pantry at all times. The first is rice, brown rice, and white rice, which can be used as the base for stir fries, curries, and grain bowls. Quinoa, which is packed with protein and it's versatile. You can put it in salads, grain bowls, side dishes. Pasta, of course, is always a great staple that can be whipped up really quickly, and it's really versatile for what you can make. Oats are great for breakfast, for oatmeal, of course, and you can also put them into smoothies and baked goods. And tortillas, which are really great for making wraps for lunch, or to use them for tacos or quesadillas if you're doing a Mexican dish. So the next staple that you'll want to have in your vegetarian pantry are legumes. That's going to be where you get a lot of your protein. When you were eating meat, you probably got a lot of that from your meat dishes. But when you go over to a vegetarian diet, legumes are going to be really important for you to get your protein. They're also really full of fiber, which is great for your digestive health. Now, some of these legumes you can buy in a dried form, which is a little bit cheaper, but then you have to rehydrate them before using. Otherwise, you can get a lot of them in a canned form, which is a little bit more expensive, but a lot more convenient. So whichever one is best for you, you can make that determination. Here are some of the legumes that I recommend you have. Lentils, which are super versatile. They can be used in soup, salad. You can make veggie burgers out of them, sloppy joes, lots of different things. Chickpeas, which are great for hummus, adding to salads. You can roast them to have as a snack. Black beans, which are great for tacos and burrito bowls. You can put them into soups and chilies. Kidney beans, which are also great for chili. You can also put them into grain bowls or have them with rice and beans. White beans are great for Italian dishes, soups, and salads. And tofu, I'm lumping into this category with legumes, even though it's not really a bean. It's made from soybeans, and it's really, really versatile. I love tofu. Don't knock it until you've tried it in a lot of different ways. It's really great to have on your pantry to add extra protein to your meals. The next important thing on your vegetarian pantry list are canned and jarred goods. These make it way convenient for putting meals together, and they can last for a really long time on your shelf, so they're a great thing to have around for putting together your vegetarian meals. Some of the things that I recommend are canned tomatoes, which you can use in soups and sauces. Tomato paste, you'll find that you'll have that as an ingredient in a lot of your vegetarian recipes that you'll put together. Coconut milk is used a lot in curries and in soups. Vegetable broth you'll use all the time. That's a really great one to have on hand. Jarred pasta sauce, so you can quickly put together meals with pasta. Some other great ones to have on hand are artichoke hearts, sun-dried tomatoes, olives, capers, and pickles. You might not use them very often, but you'll find that they can add a lot of tang and depth to a lot of recipes, and they're just nice to have when you're really looking to mix it up a little bit. The next thing you'll need in your vegetarian pantry are condiments. These are things you're going to be using all the time. You'll find at least one of them in almost every vegetarian recipe. The things that you're going to need are olive oil, which is of course great for cooking your food, but it's also great for drizzling on top of a salad or using in dressings. Coconut oil, which you can use for sauteing or baking. Sesame oil, which is great for Asian dishes and stir fries. Vegetable oil that you'll use a lot for baking or frying. Soy sauce, which of course has that super salty flavor that you'll need in stir fries, marinades, and dressings. Balsamic vinegar, which you can use on top of salads and also in marinades. Apple cider vinegar, which is great for dressings and marinades as well. Rice vinegar, which you'll find you use in a lot of Asian recipes. Tahini, which is a sesame paste. It's necessary to make hummus, and you also use it a lot for different dressings to give it a creamy texture. Hot sauce, of course, which will add a little bit of spice to anything you want to give a little kick. And peanut butter, which is not only great for, of course, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but it also is great for snacks and for making sauces. No kitchen, and especially a vegetarian kitchen, would be complete without a whole bunch of spices. These are, of course, the things that are going to give your food fun and flavor. These are the ones that I recommend you have on hand. Salt, of course, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, chili powder, cumin, coriander, turmeric, curry powder, ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, bay leaves, oregano, basil, thyme, rosemary, sage, red pepper flakes, Cajun seasoning, and taco seasoning. And then the last things that you'll want to include in your pantry are some baking essentials and sweeteners, things like honey, flour, cornstarch, maple syrup, and baking powder and baking soda. You'll find you'll use a lot in your vegetarian recipes. Now let's hop over to your refrigerator, because not only do you have your cupboard stocked with vegetarian goodies, now we're also going to hit up the fridge and make sure that you have everything you need in there. Some of the things that you'll want to include are plant-based milk that you can use for smoothies, cereals, and baking, yogurt, which is perfect for breakfast or snacks, eggs, of course, which are a great protein source and you can use to make all kinds of different recipes. Mayo is great for sandwich or salads, salad dressing, of course, whichever one you like best. Lemon juice you'll use in all kinds of different recipes. Hummus, which you can use, of course, as a snack or to spread on a sandwich or a wrap. Pesto, ketchup, Dijon mustard, and sour cream are ones that I recommend having on hand at all times. And last but not least is the freezer. This is where we can keep a lot of those fruits, veggies, breads, things that we can pull out and use whenever we need them. And the best thing is that a lot of the nutrients are packed in when you freeze fruits and veggies, so they're actually just as healthy as they are if you get fresh fruits from the grocery store. Let's dive in and look at what you need there. Frozen vegetables, of course, ones that I like to have on hand are broccoli, spinach, peas, and mixed veggies. Frozen fruits that you can use for smoothies, like berries and mango. Frozen veggie burgers make for a great quick meal. Bread, like naan or flatbread, is a really great side dish to go with a lot of your soups and salads. And frozen pizza is always a great thing to have in your freezer if you need a quick treat. So there you have it. Your pantry is now stocked and ready to do all kinds of delicious vegetarian cooking. Don't forget to grab your printable vegetarian pantry checklist from the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, cheers to your vegetarian journey.